Hey class, in this video I am going to show you how to share your project to my email and how to update your stock project daily. I've noticed that there has been issues with requesting access or entering into your project. So I just found out that the reason why it's not letting you update it is because you initially, let's say for my admin type courses, you submitted the project the 25th. So in order for you to update it, I need you to go into the assignment and unsubmit your assignment in order for you to have access, completely access to your project. So once you unsubmit from Google Classroom, you will now be the owner of the project. So, like the example I first gave you in the tutorial number one, I gave you Snapchat, right? So let's say for Snapchat, um, the admin tech class, they started the 16. That was the initial investment. For my personal finance, this date should be February 28th. That's when you started. So after the remote learning, we started um, analyzing it every day, right? From March 16 until today. So if you notice, uh, the 21st, the 22nd, it's the weekend. On the weekend, the stock market is closed. This is why I fill the color in red. So pretty much I highlight it, fill color, and I change it to red. Okay, so let's say today is April 14, and you need to create the dates. So what you could do is an easier way. All you have to do is just place the insertion point on the bottom right, and this is the fill handle. You will click, press, and drag down, and the sheet will automatically give me the dates in order. So for the weekend, so this should have been Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right? So Saturday and Sunday, it's a weekend. We will use the fill handle, right? We don't trade today. We don't trade that day. So let's say today is the 14th, right? Today is the 14th, so I gotta use the fill handle, right? So 13, so 11, 12, that was a weekend. Fill handle, right. So yesterday was the 13th, today is the 14th. So let's say yesterday I was not able to update my stock project. So what do you need? You need to go into your Yahoo Finance website. The Yahoo Finance website where we're going to look for the price of the stock. So the stock is Snapchat. I will go into my search box, type Snapchat, right? So the ticker, the symbol is Snap. Click on the symbol. Um, right now, it is still early, so the market is not open yet. It opens at 9 a.m. So let's say I want to look for yesterday's stock price. So I will go into historical data. So I'm going to look for yesterday's price, which was April 13. Snapchat opened at 1369 and it closed at 1354, right? So if I'm going to purchase, I'd rather use the number that is lower. So 1354. I will go into my stock project. So yesterday, the price per share, remember, column B is the price per share. I bought Snapchat at 1354. Press enter. If you notice, you need to change the format. Price per share, you need the currency symbol. This is the format for currency symbol. Then column B, column C, sorry, we have to find the new total cost. Column D, we find the profit and loss. And column E, we find the profit and loss percentage. So we need to put formulas as I showed you in video number 1. So you need to open up your formula guideline. So how do we find the new total cost? The new total cost is the price per share of the specific date. In this case is April 13 times the quantity. So the price per share of the 13 times the quantity. The quantity, where do I find the quantity? The quantity is in cell B8. So in this case, I bought 100 shares of Snapchat. So I will go back times B8, or you could simply go up, scroll up, and click on B8. Then you have to go down, make sure that you drag it to the right spot, press enter, and now if you notice in the formula bar, you see equal sign B41, which is price per share of April 13, times B8, which is the quantity. Column D, we will find the profit and loss. So if you have any profit, or if you lost money. So going to the formula, profit and loss equals the new total cost minus the total original cost. I will go back into my formula. Remember, in order to input a formula, you press equal sign first, new total cost minus the total original cost, which is on B10. You click on it, go down, scroll down, press enter. So that means we have a profit of $448. Column E, we have to find the profit and loss percentage. If you go into the formula, profit and loss percentage, which is the profit and loss divided by the total original cost. Go back into my project, equal sign, profit and loss, right, divided by your total original cost. Now we'll go down, make sure you press enter. Now if you notice, we have decimals. That means that our format, we have to update the format into percentage. So how do we change the format? Click on the cell and format as percent. And if you notice, that means your profit is a 49.45%, which is really good. Almost half profit from your initial investment. Okay, let's say for today, how do you find the price per share? Once you open into the Yahoo Finance, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., whatever time you look into your stock, you look into your project, the number that you're going to choose is the number that you're going to see over here underneath the company's name and symbol. So this number is the one that you're going to put in your project. So let's say you go in at 11 a.m. and the Snapchat it's trading at 13.54. So I will go into my project. Well, we already used 13.50. So let's say it was trading at $14. All you have to do is do the same thing. $14. Plug in the formulas. Another thing you could do is you could use the fill handle. if you notice, B41 times B8, right? So which is price per share of B41, since B8 is the quantity, that doesn't change. You can use the fill handle. If you go down, you can just change B8. All right. Or let's say, to make it easier, B8, you could actually type it. You could type B42 times B8. Enter. And this is another way to input it. Instead of clicking, you could input. So let's say you complete the date, and that means you have you have 4,000, right? Available funds 4,094. You go into your sheet number 2. Sheet number 2, I'm going to use, let's say, Disney. Disney, we already know what Disney. They have parks, they have media, they have media networks, they have studio entertainments, etc. So the available funds, right, that I had in my first sheet, I will have to manually put this number, $4,094. So this, if you have a blank, you have to put 4,094, enter, and that's your funds that you have available. So I will go into my into Yahoo Finance, search for Disney, right? The Walt Disney. So the symbol, the ticker is DIS. So Disney right now, the price per share is $103. So let's say my initial investment was supposed to be March 16. If you're in my if you're in my admin tech course, but if you're in my personal finance, this date over here should be February 28. So the symbol DIS, symbol, and if the stock exchange, NYSE, and the price per share on March 16, we will have to go into historical data, go down, March 16, open at 91.80, it closed at 95.01. So let's say we just put the cheaper price, 91.80. 91.80. All right. The quantity, you have $4,000 to invest, but remember you have 3 other companies. So sheet 1, sheet 3, and sheet 4. Sheet 2 will be Disney, so you could right click, rename, and now you renamed the sheet. The quantity, let's say 90, let's buy 10 shares. 10 shares. The total original cost, go into your formulas, is equal sign, price per share times the quantity. All right, so let's say we want to look into today's price per share. Actually, yesterday, so the 13th. So I'll go into Disney. April 13th, Disney was trading at 104.71 and it closed at 13.50. Let's just use 104.71. That's how much it opened. 471. And then you just do the formulas like I showed you in before. All right, if you have any questions, please email me.